YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy K, and I just got back from watching Olympus Has, well, not Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, the sequel to Olympus Has Fallen. Why is there a sequel to Olympus Has Fallen? I have no fucking clue. No fucking clue. But they decided to make it, and I'm going to talk about it, right? So, if you don't know, Olympus Has Fallen was the movie about the White House getting taken over by these Koreans who wanted to kill the president, and a guy named Mike Banner, played by Gerard Butler, had to save the day. Pretty much the plot of the film. So, Olympus Has Fallen was that. Now, London Has Fallen is about that same character, Mike Bannon, played by Gerard Butler, who is now the head of the Secret Service, like, protection thingy for the president. And in this movie, the president is still played by Aaron Eckhart. He has to go to London on an emergency trip because basically the prime minister of London has died, and all the big presidents and prime ministers of all of these countries like Japan, Italy, France, they all are going to gather at this funeral because I guess that's what big dictators and all these big uppity people do. You know, when somebody dies, that's one of them, they go to his or her funeral. So they all go there, and it's kind of a last minute thing. And of course, like the head of the president's details and all that stuff, played by Angela Bassett, I believe. She's very nervous about this because it's last minute, like I said. But it doesn't matter because they got Gerard Butler, who's Mike Bannon. Again, I don't fucking understand that name. But anyway, that's another story. So he's on the prowl. He's on the mission to keep president nice and safe while, he goes to this funeral. Now, do I have to tell you that something goes awry and the funeral kind of gets messed up a little bit by these terrorists? And there's no other way to put it. They were terrorists, Yemenis terrorists. That's what they decided to put in the film. I didn't make this shit. Don't look at me for any political or moral sayings or doings of this film. I have nothing to do with this. This is what they made these characters. They made them Yemenis terrorists. And what they are, they have a side plot which they show you in the beginning of the film, which something happened 2 years ago to this Yemenis guy, and basically America killed his whole family or something like that with a drone attack, and he has vowed revenge on, I guess, all the Western powers to be, So, yeah, that's what's going on there. There's also a side plot in the film where Mike Bannon has decided that he wants to resign from the Secret Service, and he wants to, I don't know, raise his child because his wife or his girlfriend is pregnant at this time. And, yeah, so that's all that's going on there. And you pretty much know what's going to happen. You seen the trailers, you seen the commercials. They go to this funeral, shit goes awry, dictators die, bombs are placed underneath people's cars. The shit just goes haywire. And that's basically the premise of the film. And while the shit is going haywire, Mike Bannon has to keep the president alive throughout all of this craziness. Now, what I thought of the film was, oh my God. Come on, bruh. Are y'all serious about this? This is a film that never needed to be made, man. This is right there along with Ride Along 2, with just movies that were made because the original made some money, and it's an executive decision to go out and do a sequel to this shit. There's no reason for this movie to exist. This movie is not good. The acting is just there's so many people in this film that is above this shit. Morgan Freeman is above this shit. Angela Bassett is above this shit. Okay, I don't like Angela Bassett. I'm probably going to spoil this because I don't really recommend this film, and I'm gonna give it a low rating in a second. So I don't care. I'm gonna actually spoil some shit because I don't think there's a reason why you should go and watch this film. If you have Netflix, pick any action film off of Netflix, and you'll probably have a more entertaining, enjoyable time than this shit. All right, the Siege, any Sylvester Stallone, what's that other guy? Steven Seagal. Any one of those movies is better than this shit because let me just tell you, like Angela Bassett in this movie. She dies, right? But the thing about her dying is that I swear the way she died was typical of somebody who had in their contract, I don't want to be in another sequel to this bullshit. It was really typical of that because it's kind of one of those death scenes where nobody else dies except for her. It's one of those deaths. It's a fucking crazy accident shit that happens. Nobody dies. Nobody gets injured. Except for her. She's the only one that dies. She didn't want to be in another one of these motherfuckers because she knew this shit was bad. And don't get me started with the fucking CGI. Oh, damn. Damn, that shit was... We talking some PlayStation 1 shit right here, man. We talking Nintendo 64 graphics. I seen better shit on Sega Genesis. Like... the plane, like the helicopters, the flares, the smoke, the fire, all that shit looked fucking garbage. Damn. I mean, what the? I mean, do you render your shit? I mean, I'm starting to just learn how to fuck with CGI and stuff, but y'all need another render of this shit. Get on your computers and do another render because. This CGI is bad. And I usually don't even beef about CGI because I'm like, it's just a movie. Who cares about the CGI that much? But damn, when the shit looks this bad, you gotta fucking care. Like, you have to say something about this, because they could have did better, man. I mean, there's a lot of laziness going on in this movie and the script and the way this shit was filmed. I would say some of the action scenes are passable at best. I didn't think nothing was great because there's not one action scene. I don't give a fuck who says they like this film. There's not one action scene in this movie where you go, that shit was the fucking oh my god, that shit blew my fucking mind. That's gonna be an action scene that I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. There's not fucking nothing close to being not even one action scene that you're gonna be like, damn. This was crazy. Not even one. Not even a half of a second of one. I mean, so, yeah, the action is probably decent, but it ain't good. It's not good action. Get that out of your head. You're not about to watch a good action film. You're about to watch a mediocre, at best, action film. Gerard Butler as Mike Bannon, he's okay. I thought he was good. I didn't think he was terrible. So to speak. Even though there's kind of a complex going on with him. Like, I understand he's the good guy. He's part of the good team. But there's like a complex where, my man would do something like he would just overkill motherfuckers in this movie. And I know he did that in the first one, but for some reason, this one it came off like psychopath. Like there'd be scenes where he would stab somebody in the eye and just take the knife out and then start stabbing another motherfucker. And it's like, what the fuck? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to think about this. I know you're the good guy. And in the first one, when he did that sort of stuff, I thought it made a little bit more sense than this one. This one, it came off real crazy. Like, real crazy. Even to the point where I think the president, Aaron Eckhart, actually said, dude, do you have to kill like that? Like, isn't that a little bit overboard? And I think Gerard Butler said, yes. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this film. There's nothing memorable about this film. I saw it and I can't even remember nothing about it. Like, like, I don't know, man. I could not find the entertainment in this film, man. I tried, man. I don't know what it was. It was something about it was something about Olympus Has Fallen that kind of intrigued me. It was just the fact, maybe it was the gimmick. Maybe I'm starting to think that it was just the gimmick that got me in that Olympus Has Fallen. Just the fact that they took over the White House. You know, the way they did it. I think it was the gimmick that got me. The gimmick got me on Olympus Has Fallen. That's why I liked Olympus Has Fallen. The gimmick, you don't really have a house here. You don't have a gimmick. What you have is London has... It ain't grabbing me. It's not grabbing me. The film never grabbed me. I never gave a fuck about what the fuck was going on. Because half of the time, I didn't even understand what the fuck was going on. And then there's some scenes where I think it was supposed to be patriotic. You know, scenes where, you know, the president, you know, he gets captured and he starts to do the whole, you know, they have a machete to his neck. They say they're going to kill him a live broadcast it out to the world. And, you know, he starts doing some bullshit where he starts saying the presidential oath while they're about to cut his head. Instead of saying the presidential oath, I would have been like, get me out this motherfucker! Please get me out this motherfucker! I would have been screaming my head off. Like, I ain't saying no oath. I'm about to die. With a machete. They had a machete to the man's head. Like, I'm not even being funny when I say they had a machete to his head. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And then, like, a lot of the motivations for the bad guys are like, the funny thing about it was the movie is so, whoever wrote this just doesn't know how to write real good patriotic stuff. Because the way he made it seem, whoever wrote this, made it seem like, oh, we fighting against terrorists, but at the end of this movie, we do some terrorist shit to the terrorists. I don't really get what's going on. Like, the fuck out of here with this film, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Yo, this is some visual nonsense, man. Visual nonsense, man. If you want to watch this, watch it at home. Don't go to the theater to watch this shit. You be wasting your fucking money, man. What is it, March? Deadpool is still out there. Go watch Deadpool. Zootopia, I heard it was good. I didn't see it yet. Go watch that. I'm pretty sure it's better than this. What else? Shit. This is 2 weeks in a row with Gerard Butler, man. Because that Gods of Egypt shit, that ain't shit either. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Gerard Butler, man. Like, he just picks movies with the worst CGI possible. Like, that guy is fucking weird. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. And, yeah, I would even say, if you had a choice between London Has Fallen and Gods of Egypt, I would say go watch Gods of Egypt. And that's hard for me to say, because I thought that shit was bullshit. But I would watch that again, because I could laugh at that shit. That shit was hilarious. Like, some of the shit that was going on in that film. It's just hilarious how bad it was. But this shit, it's like taking itself real serious. And we take yourself serious and you're bad. It's just a bad look all around, man. It's just bad look, man. Skip this shit. Visual nonsense. 1.5 out of 5 stars from me. That's all I got for this film. It was definitely the worst action film I've seen so far this year. It's tops on my list of worst films of the year for me. Like I said, Gerard Butler's okay. I even get to Morgan Freeman, who's the vice president again in this film. Every time he's the vice president or the president of any film, shit just goes fucking nuts. I don't know what's wrong with him, man. He's like the reverse of Barack Obama, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I have no more to say about this film other than, you know, take a pass on it, man. Skip it. I'm Kay, and remember, like and subscribe to this channel. I'm out.